Good evening, I'm Sanjay Maru. Thanks for joining us. The opening of the nearly $6.5 billion bridge, funded entirely by Canada, is under threat tonight. Donald Trump declaring on social media he will try to block the opening of the Gordie Howe International Bridge. Let's go right to CTV's Robert Lothian with the latest tonight. Robert, what's the basis of this threat, which seems to have caught a lot of Canadians off guard tonight?
That's right, Sanjay. Trump taking to Truth Social just before 6 this evening, claiming Canada has treated the U.S. unfairly for decades. He goes on to criticize the Gordie Howe International Bridge project, saying it was built with little American content. Trump also taking aim at Canadian trade policies, including restrictions on U.S. alcohol and tariffs on American dairy products. Tonight, he's warning he will not allow the bridge to open unless the U.S. is, quote, fully compensated, suggesting the United States should own at least half of the project. Canadians and U.S. officials have previously said the bridge is intended to improve cross-border trade and ease congestion at the Ambassador Bridge.
The bridge is built. Billions and billions of dollars have been spent building this bridge and creating the connections to the highway infrastructure on both sides. Our economies are better when this bridge opens, and smooth and efficient trade. It will be the fastest, easiest, most advanced technology bridge and connection between the United States and Canada the day that it opens.
Canada agreed to cover the upfront costs after Michigan was unable to secure funding, allowing the long-planned crossing to move ahead and protect a key trade corridor between the two countries. Despite that investment, the bridge is not owned by Canada alone, and it is jointly held with the state of Michigan under a 2012 binational agreement. The total cost covered by Canada is estimated at about $6.4 billion, with toll revenue eventually to be shared with Michigan once those costs are recovered. U.S. federal approval was required at every major step, including a presidential permit and Coast Guard sign-off before construction could begin in 2018. Just moments ago, you heard from Windsor Mayor Drew Dilkins there. We also spoke with former Windsor West MP Brian Massey, who says the Canadian government bears some blame for allowing this project to be extended into yet another Donald Trump presidential term.
This project has been delayed many times because we did a public-private partnership. So because we didn't do a design build, it's been delayed from the 2018 window to even most recently 2024, and we did nothing to press the P3 about that. In fact, we didn't even follow up and get proper reparations for them being late. So they still are supposed to actually have delivered a bridge on time. They never have. And so we've let time go by, and we haven't been pushing for the completion of the project. Had we actually got it completed on time, we wouldn't even be in this situation. We would be dealing with Americans not funding their side for customs as the only barrier, not this other element that now isn't part of the equation to just see what's going to happen next.
In a statement, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer says the Gordie Howe International Bridge is a major project for both workers on both sides of the border and a strong example of cross-border cooperation, and adds it's going to open one way or another. Outside of the bridge issue, Trump also took aim at Canada's relationship with China, claiming a deal between the two countries would leave the United States with, quote, the leftovers. At one point, he even suggested China would end ice hockey in Canada and eliminate the Stanley Cup. He ended the post by saying negotiations with Canada should begin immediately over trade and the future of the Gordie Howe Bridge project. Sanjay.
And a story you can find many more details on our website, ctvnewswindsor.ca. Robert Lothian reporting for us tonight. Thank you, Robert.